Here is a Crown 12-inch oscillating desk fan. Looks to be from the very early 1980s or possibly very late 70s, somewhere around that era. It's a Taiwanese fan, made in Taiwan, type YL-1200P. And here's the manufacturer. Wiring diagram. Those are magic sliders. I just put those on there. Needed some feet on it. Starting to get some pretty wicked vibration through the base. It's getting that, see how yellow it is? It's getting really brittle, so it's starting to, it was getting that buzz that just kind of amplifies through the whole base. Makes the fan sound like a hornet's nest. Or like there's a hornet's nest in the fan, maybe. What I ended up doing was I took some of this like super thick double-sided tape and I put it in between the base plate where the screws are at, in between the plate and the little pegs where the screws thread into, and it actually cleared up about 70% of the noise, so it worked for once. The styling kind of reminds me of a couple different fans. You see this has the Hex logo on the badge there, similar to the Panasonic. Not really the same, but similar enough. And then the base seems to also be borrowing some styling from the Sanyo fans of around the same time period. What this really looks like to me though is a Cool Breeze fan. I like to call this a early Cool Breeze. I've definitely seen these fans before, or at least this badge with the Tozai name on it before. And Tozai and Cool Breeze seem to go hand in hand. But I think this fan is a little bit older than the Cool Breeze fans that I've typically seen. And when I was servicing this fan, I decided to get out the Cool Breeze fan and disassemble the fan head on that fan as well, just to do a comparison of the motors. So I made a little video of that, and we'll go ahead and splice that in right about here. So here are the Cool Breeze and the Crown motors side by side. They are very similar, but not quite as similar as I was thinking. The castings are very similar. But the methods for wiring are definitely different. You can see this is how they've done the Crown. And then on the back, we'll see some things that kind of lend to, well, I guess this does too, but it lends to what I was saying about the Crown fan being a little older. You can see the capacitors are different. This is a Sampo, older style capacitor. Cool Breeze has the more modern capacitor. The Cool Breeze is also incorporating plastic here. It has the plastic oscillating clutch nut, I think is what that's called, with the part that just pulls off the top. And the Crown still has the metal piece where it actually, the plastic bit actually screws into the top of that. And then you can also see this is an older oscillator rig set up on the bottom here. This is more of like a 1970s thing, more of a 1970s rig, whereas over here we've got more plastic incorporated. It's more, a little more modernized. So a lot of similarities. but then the differences. So I would guess that the Cool Breeze is probably from the mid 80s, 84, 85, and I would guess that this one is quite a bit older, probably between like 79 and 82, somewhere in there, but they could be from the same manufacturer. Kind of hard to tell. Alright, so this fan is definitely a little bit older than that Cool Breeze fan, and I have seen this badge before with the Tozai name on it before, and Tozai and Cool Breeze seem to go hand in hand, so I would think that this would later become Cool Breeze. That's why I like to call it an early Cool Breeze fan, even though it's not really a Cool Breeze, it's the Crown. Still pretty decent though. Here's high speed. Moves pretty good air too. Much like the Cool Breeze fans of the 80s. So depending on where you test it, high 700s to low 800s, which is right in there with some of the better 12-inch fans. It's kind of a generic, cheap, piece of junk, but it's really not that bad for what it is. The thing that I like about this fan is that it's easily serviceable. It's very service friendly, easy to disassemble and maintain, and the quality is good enough where it'll last a long time if you just take care of it. Even the sticker plate still looks pretty good. And it has oil ports. Just like the Cool Breeze fan. It's got a different motor housing though, as well as the differences we talked about before. Pretty decent low speed. Moves kind of fast. It gets to rattling a little bit when the oscillation's on. I don't know if this would have any super deluxe lineage, or if the Cool Breeze fans have any super deluxe lineage, or who even made the super deluxe fans, if that was a Ku-Sing thing. Well, I guess the manufacturer was listed on the sticker. But it looks like a lot of other fans. especially the cool breeze. I don't know if it'd be fair to call this a first generation cool breeze, even though it's not really a cool breeze. Thank you for watching.